internet service provider so that they can join and participate actively. I'm glad to add that our graduates are fully kitted at their respective locations in their convocation gowns, which had been couriered to them along with convocation brochure, scrolls, and plaque as their memorabilia from the university for this unique event 3 weeks ahead of today. We are progressing towards a world-class learning environment. And it is with great pride that I report here today that we have successfully redirected the institution to the path paved for it by our founding fathers, which is to be a center for excellence, providing high-quality teaching and learning experiences which will engender the production of high caliber of entrepreneurial graduates who are capable of impacting positively on their environment while they will also be globally competitive. Hence, we have continued to improve our facilities and equipment just as we continue to invest in human capital development. We have also reviewed our courses, upgraded our curricula, and created new programs to promote the ideals of scholarship and enhance the quantum of research activities. Currently, our undergraduate programs have increased to 65, while our postgraduate programs also increased to 45. I'm glad to add that all our programs have been duly accredited by the National Universities Commission, and other relevant professional bodies similarly have also accredited all our programs. As you very much know, our MBBS program is now fully resuscitated and it is up and running smoothly. At Uniosun, we believe in unrestricted access to quality education. We remain committed to this, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic period, where we have innovatively sustained an environment which enables quality teaching, learning, and research activities across our campuses and creating unique opportunities for our students. Mr. Visitor, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to report that during this pandemic lockdown, the university management approved and recently deployed a robust learning management system for continuous engagement of our students and prompt assessment also. This was further enhanced with the provision of data to bona fide registered students via LMS, and this has remained a key motivation for attendance and participation in lectures across our colleges. The University of the Senate also approved the blended learning policy for the university. As a result of this, our academic activities have continued both physically and virtually. Even when normalcy returns, we will still be operating the dual mode. Furthermore, I'd like to inform this distinguished gathering that our Center for Open, Distant and E-Learning, CODEL, will soon commence activities, affording would-be students the opportunity to study and earn degrees from any location in the world. We also recently initiated discussion on the provision of digital personal devices such as tablets, laptops for our students, and this is with a flexible payment plan spreading over a period of 4 years. Besides, we have also continued to provide different opportunities for our students to remain in school by considerably reducing the number of students seeking to defer their studies or even to withdraw on account of financial incapability. This we have been able to accomplish through increased scholarships and financial support and funding opportunities from individuals, staff, and corporate organizations. Notable among these are Malam Yusuf Olaolu SAN, Prince Tunde Konle, other members of our governing council, members of staff of Uniosun, and some other notable NGOs. In the last 1 year, our students have continued to gain experience through the Students' Work Study Scheme by working on our campuses and earning a living, a kind of monthly stipends to support themselves while easing the burden on their parents. They are registered with our Student Affairs Unit and they render a range of services not limited to cleaning, ushering, and other ICT support services. Distinguished audience, permit me to use this medium to solicit for more support towards increasing our funding base for students, scholarship, and financial support. No amount is too small. This year's convocation presents the university another opportunity to release individuals who have met the graduation criteria and have been found worthy in character and in learning into the world of service and global relevance. Through the award of first and postgraduate degrees and diplomas in the field of agriculture, education, health sciences, humanities and culture, law, management and social sciences, and science, engineering, and technology. Ladies and gentlemen, the total graduate output of our university for the year 2018-2019 academic session is 1,946, and this is made up of 1,894 undergraduate graduates and 52 postgraduate and diploma graduates. Summarily, we have 35 first class representing 1.79% of the total number of graduates. 603 made second class upper division, while 972 came in second class lower division. 274 made third class, and only 10 of them made pass degrees. 19 masters and 33 postgraduate graduates from various programs spread across the 11 faculties in the university will also receive their certificates to date. To date, therefore, we have graduated a total of 11,947, and this is indeed not a small feat for a young and fledgling university like ours. The visitor, ladies and gentlemen, this year's convocation produced one overall best graduating student. He is from the Faculty of Engineering and Environmental Sciences and the Department of Civil Engineering. I therefore have the privilege to present to you Olubunmi Emmanuel Ogunleye with matriculation number CVE 20140039. He had a cumulative grade point of 4.85. I heartily congratulate Olubunmi. Congratulations once again. Understanding the terrain and university education, we have realized that there is need for us to continue with capacity building of our personnel. Recently, 11 academic staff got their full professorial chairs, while 8 others rose to the rank of associate professors. Likewise, we have not wavered in our commitment to staff development. There has been continuous training and retraining of our staff through the Internal Learned Conference Program, from where the university expended a total of 10.8 million naira over the last 1 year. This intervention has supported the participation of about 51 members of staff at various training and workshops and conferences, bringing the total number to about 351 in 3 years. In the same vein, TED Fund also expended 25.2 million on 27 members of staff to local and international learned conferences, training, and workshops. In the area of staff welfare, it is noteworthy that the present administration in the university has committed itself to the proper welfare of staff, despite the negative impact of COVID-19 pandemic on the global economy. Within the last 47 months of this administration, different kinds of staff welfare schemes have been initiated and implemented, and they include the Staff Health Fund with a capital base of 10 million naira, which keep growing annually. The sustained commitment of the prompt payment of salaries by the 25th of every month has also been carried out faithfully. We have also instituted a housing and automobile loan scheme for staff members. The 50% tuition rebate program for biological children of our staff members is also ongoing. And as at the last count, we have over 50 of the children of our members of staff benefiting from this. We also carried out cancer screening for 130 members of staff who are 40 years of age and above, and this was carried out at our Uniosun at the medical outreach program, which was recently bequeathed to us by Engineer Tunde Conley and his family. Our welfare scheme is not just about our members of staff. We also have schemes for our students. As mentioned earlier, several student-centered programs were initiated for the benefit of our beloved students. However, it is also important to point out other specific efforts, particularly in this regard, since the last convocation. And they are, 1, the approval of the new constitution of the Students' Union to usher in, for the first time, opportunities for our students to practice democracy, approval of which commenced at the beginning of this semester. Also, we have ensured that our students benefit from relaxation center projects, in which case we have a motion ground project going on our Osogbo campus. This was supported by First Bank PLC. We also have another motion ground project going on in Okuku, supported by Unity Bank PLC. The same bank is going to support another one in our Ikire campus. We can assure this gathering that in the next 6 months, every campus will have at least one motion ground. For recognition and breakthroughs and achievement, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the university continues to soar in recognition through our many activities. Our professors and lecturers continue to attract competitive funding for research, while our academic staff and products remain versatile as more of them gained admission to foreign universities over the past year. As we continue to seek global relevance in the Committee of Universities worldwide, our staff members have never relented in their various endeavors, producing globally competitive graduates with marketable skill sets. I'm proud to present some of the great achievements since the last convocation. The induction of our pioneer set of nursing students in the nursing profession. This was carried out in the last 2 weeks or so. The brilliant performance recorded by our nursing students with 100% success in the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria and the Midwifery Professional Qualifying Examination. They scored 100%. In November 2019, Abiodun Fatukun and Olubunmi Ogunleye of the Department of Civil Engineering won the 2019 Bridge to Better Life Design competition organized by the Nigerian Institution of Civil Engineers. Ridwan Bolatito Adetu and Shemilori Ajayi Smith, both of the Department of Economics, recently got special recognition for outshining other participants at the macroeconomic diagnostic course of the International Monetary Fund Institute for Capacity Development. Hence, this secured them the ticket for participation in the 2020 IMF Challenge. The first Gatsby annual public lecture was held in December 2019, and we were privileged to host the Honorable Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila. He was the lecturer at that event. The recent commencement of Uniosun Solutions Forum, a one-hour educative and interactive program on Real FM 91.7, which is positively impacting and providing solutions to developmental challenges in the country. The commencement of our startup scheme for Uniosun alumni with a recent advertisement in the dailies for submission of innovative and bankable proposals with the primary aim of creating a pool of entrepreneurs and job creators with the provision of a startup capital of 200,000 naira, which is repayable over a period of 3 years at a single-digit interest rate. We have also designed and launched a forecasting model for prediction of new cases of COVID-19, which was powered by Professor Emi Adeleke of the Department of Zoology in collaboration with my good self and one of our alumni, Mr. Abdulmajid Kabir. We also received the Global Fund National Malaria Eradication and Measles, Mumps, and Rubella Grant, which was led by Professor Monsuru Adeleke. The 2020 ARNTD UKID USAID Grant Award was also given to Dr. Olabanji Suraj of the Department of Zoology. The recent appointment of our own Dr. Tella Adeniran of the Department of Business Administration by the Federal Government of Nigeria as the Resident Electoral Commissioner with the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, he was posted to Ekiti State. Uniosun emerged as the 2019 least corrupt state university in Nigeria. This was announced by the Center for Ethics and Self-Value Orientation. The Vice Chancellor was decorated as an ambassador of ethics and a man of conscience and award for exemplary leadership. We also received the 2020 Outstanding Leadership Award by the Southwestern Nigerian Excellence Award, the largest award body in Southwestern Nigeria. Our readiness to commence massive COVID-19 tests has led to the establishment of a molecular lab. The Pro-Chancellor has mentioned this. The continuous provision of services and products to the community through Uniosun Ventures is also remarkable. And lastly, though not written in this document, Uniosun radio station in Ikire came upstream yesterday. In the area of linkages and partnership, there are so many of them, and the document is with you, so we want to skip that and move on so that we can save time. In line with university culture of celebrating excellence and the natural and cultural ethos of immortalizing individuals who have contributed to development, whether alive or dead, I'm delighted to announce the naming of some monuments in our university as recently approved by Council. 1. Oba Okunade Shijuade Drive, the road stretching from the College of Health Sciences to the junction of downtown cafeteria. 2. Peter Okebukola Administrative Building, the administrative building of the university in Osogbo. 3. Rauf Aregbesola Engineering Building, the Faculty of Engineering Building. I am also delighted to inform this august gathering that the visitor to our university, His Excellency Mr. Adegboyega Oyetola, executively approved that the road intersecting the Prince Tunde Conley Drive from the main gate of the university be named after a prominent citizen of the state, Nigeria, and indeed the world, Malam Yusuf Olaolu Ali. Henceforth, that stretch of the road will be known as Yusuf Olaolu Avenue. This exercise will continue swiftly across all our campuses. Benefactions and appreciation. Our greatest appreciation goes to God Almighty, the greatest benefactor and our Creator, who is in His infinite mercies has granted us a peaceful year since our last convocation. He is forever worthy of our appreciation. On behalf of the Governing Council, Senate, Advancement Board, staff and students, we would like to express our appreciation to all our benefactors. There are so many. We would like to continue to build more capacity. I once again say hearty congratulations to our graduates of today. Today indeed marks the beginning of a new phase of your lives. The past 4 to 5 years have been with rigorous training academically and morally to ensure that you make this great day, having excelled in character and learning. Needless to say that the world has greatly changed from what it used to be, and it will keep on changing as the days and years go by. It is only those individuals who consciously build capacity by equipping themselves continuously for the times that will take over the world. A wise person makes a good use of opportunities, and so every chance you get to improve on your skill and your skill set should be maximally utilized. Learning never stops, as the day anyone stops learning is the day he or she starts to die. I encourage you all today to keep working tirelessly towards achieving more successes in your chosen field. Crave to be better and be deliberate about your development. Please do not join the complaining crowd. Legitimate opportunities are there. They beckon, and it is for you to position yourself to seize them and make good use of them. I want to plead with you to be proactive in providing solutions to problems in our immediate environment, and by so doing, you have to get actively involved in the growth and development of the world at large. The progress of small communities add up to make global progress. Do not be part of the corrupt practices at any level, but be ready to serve with diligence, honesty, and integrity, and be of good conduct at all times. As we send you forth today, just step out confidently to keep excelling, and do remember that there are no shortcuts to success. Forget not your alma mater, and always be good ambassadors of Uniosun and your families. I wish you nothing short of the very best today and always. I pray that all shall be well with you. Finally, I wish to admonish all stakeholders of this university to join hands with this administration to sustain the gains of the last 3.5 years. Osun State University is gradually evolving as a model. We are on the upswing, and nothing is worth drawing us back. I want to thank all of you for your attention. God bless you all.
Convocation lecture by Professor Jeffrey D. Sachs, Center for Sustainable Development, Columbia University, New York, USA, and Special Advisor to the Secretary General of the United Nations, UN, on Sustainable Development Goals. The University Orator will present the citation of the Convocation lecturer, Professor Jeffrey D. Sachs, Center for Sustainable Development, Columbia University, New York, USA, and the Special Advisor to the Secretary General of the United Nations, I call upon the orator of the university, Dr. V.A. Adekomi, to present the citation of the convocation lecturer.
A brief citation of Professor Jeffrey Sachs. I invite Jeffrey to please stand up and remain standing while I present the citation. Jeffrey David Sachs is a world-renowned economics professor, best-selling author, innovative educator, global leader in sustainable development. He is widely recognized for bold and effective strategies to address complex challenges, including debt crisis, hyperinflations, the transition from central planning to market economics, the control of AIDS, malaria, and other diseases, the escape from extreme poverty, and the battle against human-induced climate change. Sachs is presently the Director, Center for Sustainable Development at Columbia University, where he holds the rank of full professor, the university's highest academic rank. Between 2002 to 2016, Sachs held the position of Director of the Earth Institute at Columbia University. Prior to joining Columbia, Sachs spent over 20 years as a professor at Harvard University, most recently as the Galen L. Stone Professor of International Trade. He is a native of Detroit, Michigan. Sachs received his Bachelor of Arts, Masters of Arts, and PhD degrees at Harvard University. In 2015, Sachs was the co-recipient of the Blue Planet Prize, the leading global prize for environmental leadership. He was named among Time's magazine 100 most influential world leaders and has received 35 honorary degrees. The New York Times calls Sachs probably the most important economist in the world. Time magazine calls Sachs the world's best-known economics. A survey by the Economics magazine ranks Sachs as among the 3 most influential living economists. He is presently the president of the United Nations Sustainable Development Solutions Network, a commissioner of the United Nations Broadband Commission for Development, an SDG advocate for United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres. From 2001 to 2018, Sachs served as the special advisor to United Nations Secretaries Generals Kofi Annan, 2001 to 2007, Ban Ki-moon, 2008 to 2016, and Antonio Guterres, 2017 to 2018. Sachs has authored and edited numerous books, including 3 New York Times bestsellers, The End of Poverty in 2015, Commonwealth, The Economics of Crowded Planet in 2008, and The Price of Civilization in 2011. Other books include To Move the World, JFK's Quest for Peace, 2013, The Age of Sustainable Development, 2015, Building the New American Economy, Smart, Fair, and Sustainable, 2017, A New Foreign Policy Beyond American Exceptionalism, 2018, and most recently, The Ages of Globalization, Geography, Technology, and Institution, 2020. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present and call upon Professor Jeffrey David Sachs to present his convocation lecture. Thank you.
Yes. Good morning and congratulations to all of the graduates of Uniosun. What a wonderful occasion and what a great honor it is for me to be with you. I know how proud everybody is of your accomplishments, graduates, and it's a joy for me to be able to add my congratulations as well. And what an odd and extraordinary time we're living in. I was happy to see that some of you are together in person, and I know that we have 450 participants online as well. This is a new reality, but it is with the positive side that we can be together virtually, at least if we can't always be together in physical presence. But I do look forward to the day when I can come to visit your wonderful university and campus personally. I'm very excited by that prospect. I was very thrilled also to hear the wise words of your Vice Chancellor, Professor Labode Papula, who is a great man, a wonderful professor, a remarkable university leader, and I can tell you a global leader. He plays a leadership role in the United Nations Sustainable Development Solutions Network, which is a global network of universities that spans the whole world, trying to find solutions for our problems today. And we have a lot of problems in the world, so a lot of things for our network to work on. And Professor Papula is one of the most dynamic and active leaders representing you at Ocean State, representing Nigeria, representing Africa, serving a great leadership role worldwide, and keeping us inspired. So I want to express my gratitude and appreciation to him. And he set exactly the right message just now, not only the great accomplishments of your university, but his call for you to be proactive, to be leaders of problem solving. You are in a very special position as graduates of a great young university in a great young country with a great future. And it will be you, people with the privilege of higher education and great skills, that will help to guide Nigeria and Africa and indeed the world to the future that we are trying to build together. When I heard from the Vice Chancellor the list of faculties that are represented at the university today, and I just noted some of them: agriculture, health, education, culture, engineering, law. These are the cornerstones of our future. And so you have the skills and the energy, and I know the determination to play a unique role in the world. This is an extraordinary time. I don't need to underscore that because we all feel it. Look how remarkable it is, a global pandemic, and yet your university was able to go online, continue education, continue with the work program, and bring us to this 9th convocation today. That is both a real achievement organizationally because a lot of effort was expended for that. It's also a measure both of our profound risks in the world today, the fact that there is a global pandemic, but also our capacity to solve problems, especially in this case moving to the digital technologies so that education could continue almost without interruption. It was also inspiring for me to hear of the role of the university in testing for COVID-19, for modeling the infection, in other words, for playing a critical role in helping not only Osun State, but Nigeria to keep this pandemic under control. We need you here in the United States because Nigeria has vastly outperformed the United States in keeping this pandemic under control. You've had the leadership and the discipline to do this. I noted the Vice Chancellor had his mask on as he was speaking, hanging from his chin. We can't get our President of the United States to use a mask. He did not have the benefit of an Osun State education, so he doesn't know what he's doing. And the result of this is that Nigeria has been among countries in the world with one of the lowest rates of infections and one of the lowest death rates, thank goodness, only about less than 1,000 deaths, whereas about 1,000 deaths, whereas in the United States we've had 204,000 deaths now because we have not had the kind of leadership that you have had. So let me commend the university for its role, but also beg you to remain very vigilant and for the faculty and students to continue to play a role to contain this pandemic. Until we have a vaccine that is effective and widely used, we are going to have to remain extremely careful. This is a dangerous disease, and it does spread quickly when the guard is down. So thank you for the leadership. Well, our world is filled with problems today, and these are problems that beset all countries. I live in what's supposedly a rich country, the United States, but I can tell you we're not solving problems here, and we are beset by problems literally on all sides. Not only is the epidemic raging in the United States, but we have one coast, the Pacific coast of our country, that is burning in unprecedented forest fires because of the global warming and climate change. We have another part of our country, the southern coast, that is now under massive floods because we had yet another devastating hurricane just a few days ago. And we're not getting along in our country. We're in the biggest political division that reflects huge inequalities in our society and inability of my country to deal with its diversity now. So are pervasive around the world, and that we share a complexity of our time that requires your knowledge, your skills, and, as the Vice Chancellor said, your proactive leadership in solving problems. What kind of world is this that we are living in right now? First, we're living in a complex world where we need more and more skills in order to understand the challenges we face. You are blessed to be graduating today. That reflects a huge hard work on your part, but it also gives you, among the small proportion of the world, the advanced skills that are needed now to navigate the world successfully. We are in a knowledge economy, and your knowledge is crucial. And because of the rapid advances of technology, we need ever more skills, and as the Vice Chancellor said, continued learning, because things change every day, every month, every year at a rate which is absolutely unprecedented. Second, we live in an incredibly diverse world, and Nigeria is the quintessential country of diversity. Diversity by ethnicity, diversity of geography, diversity of religion, and learning to live with diversity will be among, if not the greatest skills that we will need in the 21st century. Those who are looking for some purity are not only failing to understand the fundamental feature of our world, that it is a diverse world, but will be unable to cope with the realities of a world of 8 billion people crowded together with thousands of languages and so many different cultures and perspectives. It will be our capacity to benefit from diversity that will be our mark of survival. Third, we are living in an extraordinarily unequal world, and with an inequality that is absolutely unjust. Every person on this planet is a person of dignity and a person that shares the same basic needs as every other person. For me, the cornerstone of our ethics for our age is the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. In 1948, all of the countries of the world at the time came together to adopt a declaration that said every person has dignity, and therefore every person has rights to health, to education, to social protection, to pensions, to shelter, to adequate food, to other basic needs. And yet we're living in a world where we are not honoring this human dignity, and where inequality has soared to levels that are simply beyond our imagination. You know, today, the 4 richest people in the world have a wealth of $500 billion, just 4 people. And yet billions of people are struggling for mere survival. This is not right. Our goal must be to build a world that is just and inclusive, in which every person has the opportunity to live with dignity, with health, with adequate nutrition, and with the access to the kind of education that you have enjoyed. That is the chance to build the personal capacities and skills to play a full role in society. And so this commitment is part of the fundamental challenge that we face in a world that has become more unequal than at any previous time in history. We are also, as you know, in the midst of profound environmental crises, many of them. And COVID-19 is just one of these environmental crises. It is a crisis of a newly emerging disease that came from the transmission of a virus from the bat population to human population. It is like Ebola or H1N1 or HIV or other disability between human beings and nature, and therefore the transfer of a pathogen, a virus or bacteria from an animal population to a human population. It's just one of the multiple environmental crises that we face. We face the massive crisis of mega pollution. Think about the oil-producing states in Nigeria, how polluted they became through the gross mismanagement of the multinational oil companies and the national oil companies that produce oil at huge expense to the local communities, and now with epidemics of cancer and other diseases. And unfortunately, Shell and others escaped responsibility for what they did to this point, but they cannot escape responsibility in the future. This mega pollution is throughout the world, in the oceans, in the soils, in the air, and it is of harrowing consequence. Millions of people dying each year of air pollution. And of course, we face a crisis of biodiversity and sustainability of land use, because with rising populations and unsustainable farm practices, as you know well, soils have been degraded, land has been degraded, forests have been cleared, and so the very biodiversity that we depend on has been under induced climate change, which is affecting the entire world. As I said, in the United States, we have suffered forest fires, hurricanes, heat waves, droughts, but same with Nigeria, same with all parts of the world. And so this, graduates, is the complexity of the world that you are inheriting. It is a world of rapid technological change. It is a world of stunning diversity, where we are now interconnected to an unprecedented extent. It is a world of unparalleled inequalities, where the greatest challenge is the challenge to ensure human dignity for everybody. And it is a world of great environmental stress. So what to do? It is so important for you to lead, to help with finding solutions. And there is one enormously positive fact about all of these challenges that I pointed out. Every one of them is susceptible to human solutions. We can find a way forward using the skills that you have, the energy, the leadership, and the goodwill that you have. Every problem that I mentioned can be overcome with human ingenuity. And the tools that we have, especially in this digital age, are more powerful than ever. In the year 2015, as you were starting university, all of the world's governments came together on 2 occasions to help set a direction for this world. In September 2015, all of the governments adopted the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. These are the objectives for the entire world to create societies that are prosperous, that are socially just and inclusive, that are respectful of diversity, and that are environmentally sustainable. They're wonderful objectives, and it is, I think, a great benefit for the world that governments understood the importance of this holistic approach called sustainable development to setting goals of economic, social, and environmental objectives. And then in December 2015, the governments followed that with the Paris Climate Agreement to commit the world once again to solve the climate change crisis before it completely overwhelms us. These are the two guideposts of sustainable development. And I believe that they can help you, graduates, to mark the course of change that we need and help to define your leadership, the role that you will play in a great country that will be one of the leading countries of the world in the decades to come, to find and achieve the path to this sustainable development future. Let me say very briefly that I see in these goals 6 major categories that I'd like you to work on as distinguished graduates of the University of Ocean State. The first is to ensure that every child gets an education. Please use your education to create a path for every child to come, whether it's your younger siblings, your neighbors, your community, your country. In SDG number 4, the world committed that every child should be able to complete at least an upper secondary education. Nigeria has a long way to go to make this possible by the year 2030. But if your university could go online instantaneously, you could use online learning throughout Nigeria to ensure that every child in the country has the opportunity to be in a classroom with qualified teachers and learning the skills for the 21st century. I believe it's absolutely possible. Indeed, I believe that it's absolutely essential, especially for a country like Nigeria with the young population that you have. Half the country under the age of 19. Please ensure that every child is educated and use technology to bring this reality about. The second big transformation is access to health for everybody. We are now in the age of telemedicine. We are in the age where communities can provide community health care through community health workers. We are in the age where health workers in a local community can have smart devices, their tablets and their smartphones, so that they can be connected to facilities and expertise anywhere in the world. Be creative in building new healthcare models so that even in the remote villages as well as the major cities of your country, everybody can have access to healthcare. The third big transformation is clean industry. We have to move to renewable energy, and we have to move to clean industry that stops the polluting. This is a big challenge for Nigeria. Nigeria has developed as an oil state. It hasn't done so much favor for Nigeria because there has been the resource curse for Nigeria over the decades. Too much money stolen and plundered, or misused, or transferred abroad by unprincipled companies and foreign multinationals. And the result has been lots of oil produced, but lots of suffering alongside that. But now the situation is becoming even more complicated because the world will move away from oil and gas and coal, the fossil fuels, and it will move to wind and solar power and geothermal energy and other renewable energy because we have to for a safe climate. Nigeria has felt the brunt of that this year because as the shift from oil and gas accelerates, the world price has fallen sharply, and this has hit the economy very hard once again. Make the long-term plans to help Nigeria move beyond the oil and gas industry into other sectors that are clean and green, that use your vast sunshine and other renewable energy, and build a new economic base for the country. Now more than 90% of Nigeria's exports are in fossil fuels and oil, especially. Please build a new economy of culture, engineering, fashion, pharmaceuticals, science, higher education, tourism, and other areas, because that's the kind of diverse economy that will really be the backbone of prosperity in the years ahead. The fourth great transformation is sustainable land use. I mentioned earlier how we're suffering the collapse of biodiversity and the destruction of forests and land, and I know that this is happening in Nigeria as well as my country and indeed around the world. We need sustainable agricultural practices. Your Vice Chancellor is a great scientist in agricultural sciences. You have a major program in agriculture. Osun State is an agricultural state and an agricultural powerhouse. Help to find the pathway to high productivity, sustainable agriculture. I think you have the skills and the home base not only to feed Osun State, but to feed your country and to help feed the world. And this will require big advances in agronomic science, and I have the feeling that Osun State University is going to play a major role in that. The fifth big transformation that I would mention is urbanization alongside that. Highly prosperous agriculture actually means more urbanization because each farm is more productive and more people therefore work in non-farm activities. And this means urbanization, and Nigeria is very fast urbanizing. But this is a big challenge to make cities that are healthful and productive and with the infrastructure that they need, with universal health, education, electrification, transport. We're moving to a new era of transport, even self-driving vehicles, electric vehicles, plenty of opportunity for great creativity in how our cities of the future will look. And they will be the cities of Nigeria, so the urban planners and urban design and civil engineers have a huge role to play. And the sixth transformation is the one that we're living in this moment, and that is the rapid advances of the digital economy. I'm a big believer that with digital technologies, we can ensure universal access to healthcare. We can ensure universal access to education. We can ensure more transparent online government. We can ensure e-payment systems so that you don't need the banks. We do it electronically. We can ensure precision agriculture using advanced techniques of remote sensing, satellite data, integrated with smart learning and artificial intelligence systems for farming. We can promote land sustainability. So using the new digital technologies, I believe, will create new paths to sustainable development, new solutions for all of our challenges, and new opportunities for business development as well. Finally, let me say that for all of this to happen, we need global cooperation. Because in our interconnected world, in a world in which in just a few weeks we can have a global pandemic, yet in a world where we can be interconnected as we are any time and any day, we need to be working together. Unfortunately, some of our politicians, like in my country, want to separate the world or divide the world. Even in the United States, we have reckless politicians, unfortunately, starting with our president, who is trying to create controversy and division with China. Nigeria is a lot smarter. It is cooperating with all parts of the world, with China, with other parts of East Asia, with Europe, with the United States, with South America, where there's so much cultural connection as well with the Yoruba people all over South America, especially Brazil. This is the right approach. A country that is connected and cooperating actively with all parts of the world. And I think Nigeria can really play that role and help to be a central pillar of global cooperation and global problem solving. And in that regard, let me close by thanking Ocean State University and Vice Chancellor Labode Papula for being such an important part of the global network of universities, the Sustainable Development Solutions Network, which is an initiative for UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. Your role is crucial. You bring new knowledge, new information, new perspectives for the entire world. And I want to close not only by thanking you for all of your leadership, but to pledge the commitment of the UN Sustainable Development Solutions Network to work together with you, Uniosun, in the future as we work together to solve these problems. Congratulations on your wonderful accomplishment. I look forward to meeting many of you in person on future visits to your country or through our digital connections. But I want to thank you for your hard work and thank you in advance for all of your leadership in a proactive role in helping to solve the world's problems. Thank you very much, and all congratulations on this great day.
Admission to postgraduate degrees. Chancellor, the person who is presented and fulfill the requirements of the statutes and regulations of Osun State University, and having been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the higher degree of masters of their various faculties. I therefore call upon the provost of the postgraduate college to present graduates for the conferment of degrees. With the higher degree graduates, masters, please rise and remain standing. The provost, postgraduate college, Professor B.E. Oloride.
Chancellor, sir, in the name of the postgraduate college and authority of Senate, I present to you the person standing and those unavoidably absent whose names appear on this list and for whom I stand proxy, who have successfully completed their various postgraduate examinations, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degree of Master of the University.
I admit you all.
Admission to postgraduate diplomas. Chancellor, the person who will be presented and fulfill the requirements of the statutes and regulations of Osun State University, and having been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the postgraduate diplomas and certificates of their various faculties. I therefore call upon the provost of the postgraduate college to present the graduates. Will the recipients of postgraduate diplomas please rise and remain standing? The provost, postgraduate college, Professor B. Olorede.
Chancellor, sir. In the name of the postgraduate college and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the person standing and those unavoidably absent whose names appear on this list, for whom I stand closing, who have successfully completed their various postgraduate examinations, and who have been found worthy both in character and in learning, to be awarded the diploma in Osun University.
I admit you all.
Admission to 4 degrees. We have 11 faculties. Chancellor, the person who will be presented have fulfilled the requirements of the statutes and regulations of Osun State University and have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degrees of their various faculties. Faculty of Agricultural Production and Management. With the graduates in the Faculty of Agricultural Production and Management, please stand and remain standing. The Dean, Faculty of Agricultural Production and Management, Professor P.O. Fakolade.
The Chancellor, on the name of the Faculty of Agricultural Production and Management, and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the person standing and those unavoidably absent, whose names appeared on this list and from whom I stand closing, who have successfully completed their bachelor degree programs and who have been found worthy, both in characters and in learning, to be admitted to the degree of Bachelors of Agriculture in Agricultural Economics and Extension, Agronomy, and Animal Science of Osun State University.
I admit you all.
Faculty of Basic and Applied Sciences. With the graduates in the Faculty of Basic and Applied Sciences, please stand and remain standing. The Dean, Faculty of Basic and Applied Sciences, Professor O.I. Oyewole.
Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Basic and Applied Sciences, and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the person standing and whose are unavoidably absent, whose name appear on this list, and for whom I stand prosing, who have successfully completed their bachelor's degree programs, and who have been found worthy both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Biochemistry, Chemistry, Computer Science, Geology, industrial chemistry, mathematics, microbiology, physics with electronics, plant biology, and zoology of Uniosun State University.
Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences. With the graduates in the Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, please stand and remain standing. The Dean, Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, Dr. I.P. Oyepo.
Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Basic Medical Sciences, and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the persons standing and those unavoidably absent, whose name appears on this list, and for whom I stand proxy, who have successfully completed their bachelor's degree programs, and who have been found worthy both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Anatomy, and Physiology of Uniosun State University.
I admit you all.
Faculty of Clinical Sciences. With the graduates in the Faculty of Clinical Sciences, please stand and remain standing. The Dean, Faculty of Clinical Sciences, Professor Michaelin He Ishaomi.
Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Clinical Sciences and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the persons standing and those unavoidably absent, whose names appear on this list, and for whom I stand proxy, who have successfully completed their bachelor's degree programs and who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degrees of Bachelor of Nursing Science and Bachelor of Science, Public Health of Uniosun State University.
I admit you all.
Faculty of Education. With the graduates in the Faculty of Education, please stand and remain standing. Dean, Faculty of Education, Dr. A. Okanlawon.
Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Education and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the persons standing and those unavoidably absent, whose names appear on this list and for whom I stand proxy, who have successfully completed their bachelor's degree programs and who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degrees of Bachelors of Arts Education, English, Bachelor of Education, Educational Management and Guidance and Counseling, Bachelor of Science, Education, Biology, Chemistry, Economics, Mathematics, Physics, and Political Science of Uniosun State University.
I admit you all.
Faculty of Engineering and Environmental Sciences. Will the graduates in the Faculty of Engineering and Environmental Sciences please stand and remain standing? Dean, Faculty of Engineering and Environmental Sciences, Professor Afis A. Bello.
Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Engineering and Environmental Sciences, and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the person standing and those honorably absent whose names appear on this list and for whom I start proxy, who have successfully completed their bachelor's degree programs and who have been found worthy both in character and learning to be admitted to the degrees of Bachelor of Engineering, Civil Engineering, Electrical and Electronic Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, and Bachelor of Science in Urban Planning of Uniosun State University.
I admit you all.
Faculty of Humanities. Will the graduates in the Faculty of Humanities please stand and remain standing? Dean, Faculty of Humanities, Professor Rotimi O. Fason.
Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Humanities and by the authority of the Senate, I present to you the persons standing and those unavoidably absent, whose names appear on this list and for whom I stand proxy, who have successfully completed their bachelor's degree programs and who have been found worthy, both in character and learning, to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, English and International Studies, French and International Studies, History and International Studies, and Linguistics and Communication Studies of Uniosun State University.
I admit you all.
Faculty of Law. Will the graduates in the Faculty of Law please stand and remain standing? Dean, Faculty of Law, Professor Dr. Oladiran O. Ayodele.
Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Law and by the authority of Senate, I present to you persons standing and those unavoidably absent, whose names appear on this list, and for whom I stand proxy, who have successfully completed their bachelor's degree programs, and who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Law of Uniosun State University.
I admit you all.
Faculty of Management Sciences. Will the graduates in the Faculty of Management Sciences please stand and remain standing? The Dean, Faculty of Management Sciences, Professor O.A. Ilesoni.
Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Management Science and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the person standing and those unavoidably absent, whose names appear on this list, and for whom I stand proxy, who have successfully completed their bachelor's degree programs and who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Accounting, banking and finance, business administration, entrepreneurship, and industrial relations and personnel management of Osun State University.
I admit you all.
Faculty of Renewable Natural Resources Management. Will the graduates in the Faculty of Renewable Natural Resources Management please stand and remain standing? The Dean, Faculty of Renewable Natural Resources Management, Professor Mabel Ho Ipemoroti.
Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Renewable Natural Resources Management and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the persons standing and those unavoidably absent whose names appear on this list and for whom I stand proxy, who have successfully completed their bachelor's degree programs and who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the degrees of Bachelor of Fisheries and Aquaculture and Wildlife Management of Osun State University.
I admit you all.
Faculty of Social Sciences. Will the graduates in the Faculty of Social Sciences please stand and remain standing? The Dean, Faculty of Social Sciences, Dr. Are Ashinyebola.
Chancellor, in the name of the Faculty of Social Sciences and by the authority of Senate, I present to you the persons standing and those unavoidably absent whose names appear on this list and for whom I stand proxy, who have successfully completed their bachelor's degree programs and who have been found worthy, both in character and learning, to be admitted to degrees of Bachelor of Science, Economics, Geography, Political Science and International Relations, and Sociology of Osun State University.
I admit you all.
I congratulate all graduates specially. Recognition of a first-class graduates. Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you for the Chancellor handshake those graduates who have specially excelled by obtaining the first-class degrees in their various disciplines. You please come out for the handshake. Yusuf Jubril Opeyemi, Obadiji Timileyin Samuel, Fatokun Abiodun Abdulfatai, Ogunleye Olubunmi Emmanuel, Shotanwa Temidayo Olabanji, Olaosebikan Amos Abiodun, Olugbusi Ayokanmi Philip, Babashola Hamid Oladotun, Oyetunji Olabisi Funmilola, Ajayi Ademola Oluwatobi, Aniegunam Tolulope Chioma, Ogunsanya Ibrahim, Okekunle Obasanjo David, Oloyede John Oluwaseun, Oyewole Ayomide Cletus, Ajala Grace Oluwatosin, Gbadahansi Adesile Hafiz, Jamiu Sophiat Adeola, Olaleye Victor Oluseyi, Ọlásùpọ̀ Mọ́bọ́lájí Christy, Ọ̀kẹ́wò Aisha Ọmọ́táyọ̀, Oyèwálé Olúwabùnmi Lọ́lá, Adégòkè Olúwatóyìn Comfort, Adélékè Abọ́sẹ̀dé Báyọ̀wá, Akéròrò Olúbùnmi Comfort, Adékilẹ̀ Adéwùmí Adéjùmọ̀kẹ́, Ayọ̀adé Asisat Ọdúnayọ̀, Awótidébẹ̀ Tolúlọpẹ́ Mary, Oyèbánjí Ìyánolúwa Ayọ̀bámi, Àyànwọlá Bùsáyọ̀ Janet, Ajítẹ́rù Ọmọ́táyọ̀ Elizabeth, Kọ́láwọlé Títílayọ̀ Deborah, Oyèrìndé Ìfẹ́olúwa Abọ́sẹ̀dé, Adéyẹfá Adéṣẹwà Halima, and Akínládé Kẹ́mi. Congratulations. Okay. Good. Congratulatory messages and goodwill messages. I have the honor to call upon the representatives of our sister universities and associated institutions to present their goodwill messages.
My name is Olaiwaju Unifago, Vice Chancellor of Lagos State University. On behalf of our university, I heartily congratulate the visitor, Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, staff and students of Osun State University on this occasion of the online convocation ceremony. At the Lagos State University, we are immensely proud of our association institution. I extend our felicitations to the illustrious graduates of today and their respective families and friends. You have gone through the mill of a great institution and thus have all that is required to make a positive difference nationally and globally. The fact that we are not able to physically gather to celebrate you does not in any way diminish from your achievements. Have no fears, push back self-doubts, and take well-thought-out risks. Continue to push the frontiers of excellence. Success awaits you. Hearty congratulations and best wishes.
On behalf of the Council, Senate, Congregation, staff and students of Obafemi Awolowo University, I wish to congratulate you on this auspicious occasion of the night convocation ceremony of your university. It is remarkable that this is the first ever online convocation of the university, and it has, on a very positive note, enabled dignitaries across all walks of life to participate virtually. We appreciate the immense contribution of Osun State University to the progress and development of Nigeria and the global community under your able leadership. We thank God for seeing you through all the challenges of establishing a multi-campus university and wish you very rapid progress as you continue to reposition Uniosun for significant contribution to research and innovation at local, national, and international levels. We pray for greater success in the years ahead. Please accept our best wishes. Thank you.
It gives me a great pleasure on behalf of Founding University, Osogbo, to felicitate with the Osun State University on the occasion of 9th convocation anniversary, coming as it were, during this abnormal or what we call the new normal. We wish to congratulate the university for a job well done for being innovative and imaginative on this occasion, and wish her a more enduring success and achievement, and of course the parents and the proud religious friends and all the authorities of the institution, these achievements now and in the future. Congratulations once again from Fountain University, Professor Uniosun Vice Chancellor. Thank you very much.
On behalf of the Lado Kankula University of Technology of Uniosun, I felicitate the Vice Chancellor, management, and the entire staff and students of the Uniosun State University, headquartered in Osogbo, as we hold yet another convocation ceremony of this great citadel of learning. Events of the past, particularly the COVID-19 pandemic that has dealt severe blow on humanity, without exception, has shown that universities in whatever climate is facing a challenge that is novel to us. It is calling on us to be proactive as we double our efforts at tailoring our research ideas to issues that are of human interest. At LAUTECH, our focus at deploying technology to serve the society and humanity is strengthened more than ever before. LAUTECH is on record as leading in areas of research and discussions into nanotechnology and artificial intelligence, among other areas. I assure you that we are not resting on our horse in breaking new grounds, even as we are not abandoning already established bases of expertise. We are also determined and ready to collaborate with institutions and individuals who have like mind to ensure a better living for all as we move towards the next centuries that have promised to be more challenging. It is therefore our hope that promising institutions such as Uniosun will join LAUTECH to make living in the future better. Once again, I congratulate Mr. Vice Chancellor and through you, the entire university on this auspicious occasion. Professor Michael Isayo, Vice Chancellor.
The pioneer Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of the Council, also an awardee of this university, Professor Peter Okebukola, OON, is also joining us online to give us congratulatory messages and goodwill messages. Professor Okebukola.
Chancellor, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's a personal delight for me to be at the 9th convocation ceremony of Uniosun State University. Exactly 14 years ago today, we turned the stone of this campus in Osogbo, almost exactly where the convocation is taking place. Between then and today, this university has leapt to very great heights, and we're very delighted at those who are running the university. We especially congratulate the visitor of the university, the chancellor of the university, the pro-chancellor, the vice-chancellor, senate, staff and students. You are making Uniosun State proud, or State of Osun proud. You're making Nigeria proud, and you are making Africa proud. It's my wish, maybe I can switch on another cap, as the chairman of council of the National Open University of Nigeria, the largest university in Africa. We enroll 565,000 students in that university. And as we listen to Jeffrey Sachs, that open and distance learning delivery system is a major plank for delivering education. We're quite delighted that Uniosun State University is blazing a trail in this regard. We'll be the first public university to deliver its convocation online and run its matriculation. We're very proud of Professor Labo Popola and the chairman of council, Yusuf and the SAN, and all the other people. We are extremely proud. Today is my very lucky day. And nobody leaked the secret to me that one of your buildings will be named after me. I want to congratulate and thank you all. And more importantly, I thank God, and I make a prediction. In another 10 years, no university in Nigeria, maybe we'll have about 180 or more universities at that time, will match Uniosun State University. Congratulations to our graduate students, and God bless us all. Thank you.
I'm also happy to announce to you that the pioneer Vice Chancellor, Professor Shola Akinade, is online. Professor Akinade, you are welcome for your congratulatory messages and goodwill messages.
Thank you, the Chancellor, the Pro-Chancellor, and other principal officers. My Chairman of Council, Professor Kalawa, has just spoken. It's a real pleasure to speak to this convocation, to address this convocation today. I'd like to congratulate the leadership of Uniosun State University for what has been achieved in the past 13 years. It's a pleasure knowing that the tree that we planted at that time has continued to flower and to bear fruits. Where Uniosun today is not where we were 30 years ago. And certainly, it is very clear that in the next 13 years, the university will be much better and bigger than this. I'd like to appreciate the Vice Chancellor for the leadership that is providing for the university at this particular time. The challenges of the times demonstrate that we really need a good leader to move the university forward. And we are seeing what the University of Uniosun State University has done in the last 1 year, particularly in the COVID era. Having the first virtual matriculation and now the virtual graduation ceremony. Having Professor Jeffrey Sachs to speak to us from New York is a demonstration of the forward thinking of the current leadership. I'd like to thank all those who are supporting the management to achieve what they are doing today. We are very proud of what has been done, and we are very sure I will continue to be proud of you. Thank you. Congratulations to all the graduating students. I plead with you, continue to be proud of the university and to give something back to the institution as time goes on. I look forward to meeting you in great places in the future. Thank you, and God bless.
Presentation of prizes. I have the honor to present to you the graduates who have excelled by the attainment of academic and other distinctions in the 2018-2019 academic session for presentation of prizes. Prize award through endowments. Department of Geological Sciences, Faculty of Applied Basic Sciences. Lai Fatona Annual Prize Awards. Departmental Prize. Awarded to the best graduating students of a 2018-2019 academic year with highest CGPA not below a second-class honors upper divisions. I'm happy to announce to you that the award goes to Sakari Yao Soliu Opeyemi, GOG 2016-0022, CGPA 4.28, second-class honor. The award is a plaque and 200,000 naira cash, 200,000 naira cash, and a plaque. subject-specific prize in sedimentology and sedimentary petrology. Awarded to the best students with the highest score in sedimentology and sedimentary petrology, GLG 321, with a grade not less than 60 PE and whose class of degree is not less than second class honors, upper division. I also happy to present to you Sakari Yao Soliu Opeyemi, who scored 66 PE. The award is a plaque plus 50,000 naira cash. Dr. Patona, Tony Patona Annual Prize Award also have the third one, which is a 50% of the accrued annual interest, 250,000 naira, to be used to support the Department of Geological Sciences as donation for books, stroke teaching equipment for the department. Thank you for that. Okay. Prizes for first class graduates. As I call your name, you please come out. Gbadamosi Adesile Hafiz. Gbadamosi Adesile Hafiz. Oyewole Ayomide Cletus. Ajala Grace Oluwatosin. Anegunam Tolulope Chima. Adeleke Abosede Mayowa. Ajiteru Omotayo Elizabeth. Akilade Kemi. Jamiu Sophias Adeola. Olasupo Mobolaji Christy. Fatokun Abiodun Abdulfatai. Okekunle Obasanjo David. Olóyèdè John Olúwaṣeun. Adeyefa Adesewa Halima. Ogunleye Olubunmi Emmanuel. Adekile Adewumi Adejumoke. Ayewola Busayo Janet. Babasola Habib Oladotun. Awo ti débẹ̀ Tolúlọpẹ́ Mary. Ọlá Òṣèbìkan Amos Abiodun. Olúbùsì Ayọ̀kànmí Philip. Ọ̀kẹ́ owó Aisha Ọmọtáyọ̀. Oyèbánjí Ìyanu-Olúwa Ayọ̀bámi. Ayọ̀adé Asisat Ọdúnayọ̀. Oyètúnjí Ọlábísí Fúnmilọ́lá. Ògúnsànyà Ibrahim. Kọ́láwọlé Títílayọ̀ Deborah. Oyèrìndé Ìfẹ́olúwa Abọ́sẹ̀dé. Yusuf Jubril Ọ̀pẹ́yẹmí. Oyèwálé Olúwabùkúnmi Lọlá. Adégòkè Olúwatóyìn Comfort. Àjàyí Adémọ́lá Olúwatóbi. Ọbádìjí Tìmílẹ́yìn Samuel. Akéròrò Comfort Olúbùnmi. Ọlálẹ́yẹ Victor Olúṣèyí. And Ṣótànwá Tèmídayọ̀ Ọlábàmíjì. Yes. Overall best students in each faculty in the 2018-2019 session. Ogunleye Olúbùnmi Emmanuel. That is the overall best in the university. Overall best in the university. Ogunleye Olúbùnmi Emmanuel. Overall best in the university. See that? No, this is their day. Overall best in faculties. The best in the Faculty of Management Sciences. Okekunle Obasanjo David. The overall best, Ajayi Ademola Oluwatobi in the Faculty of Management Sciences. Overall best, also overall best in the Faculty of Management Sciences. 3 of them tied. 3 of them. Ogunsanya Ibrahim. Best graduating student in the Faculty of Law. Adeyefa Adesewa Alima. Best graduating students in the Faculty of Basic and Applied Sciences. Jamiu Sofiat Adeola. Best graduating students in the Faculty of Social Sciences. Okeowo Aisha Omotayo. Best graduating students in the Faculty of Humanities. Yusuf Jubril Opeyemi. Best graduating students in the Faculty of Clinical Sciences. Oyeride Ifeoluwa Abosede. Best graduating students in the Faculty of Engineering and Environmental Sciences. Ogunleye Olukunmi Emmanuel. Best graduating students in the Faculty of Education. Obadiji Timileyin Samuel. The best overall in the university. Ogunleye Olubunmi.
All-class institution, building discipline leaders, building quality.
Valedictory speech by the most outstanding student of the year. I have the honor to invite the most outstanding students of the 2018-2019 academic section. Ogunleye Olubunmi Emmanuel with a CGPA of 4.85 to give valedictory speech. Ogunleye Olubunmi Emmanuel, you are being invited to provide your speech.
The visitor, Osun State University, that's the governor of state of Osun, Governor Gboyega Oyetola, the chancellor of Osun State University, Apostle Dr. Folorunsho Alakija, the Pro-Chancellor, Mr. Yusuf Ali, the Vice Chancellors, members of Senate, provosts, deans, professors, members and staffs of Osun State Universities, family and friends, my fellow graduating students of Uniosun, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am Ogunleye Olubunmi Emmanuel, a civil engineering graduate of Faculty of Engineering, and I am honored to be before you this day, and I welcome everyone to the 9th and first virtual convocation of this great institution. And I sincerely thank you for celebrating this special day with us, the graduates of 2018-2019 academic section. Recently, I've heard many youth say education is the key, but as soon as she graduates, the luck is changed. This may be true or false, but education remains the only way to succeed. Not just any education, but the right education which transformed, which is a light that illuminates our paths when darkness shows its ugliest face. It is the key that strengthens hope and the kind of education that Uniosun has provided for us. Looking back at the few years as a student of this great institution, there are a plethora of words that can be used to express the challenges, sleepless nights, and hard times we've passed as students of Uniosun. To sum it all, I will say, we came, we studied, and we graduated. Every beginning must have an ending, and every end is a new beginning. A few years ago, each of us decided to pursue a degree program in Uniosun, and there were many days we almost gave up. Many gave up along the line because it was the most comfortable choice. Some could not continue because of financial difficulties, but through the collective efforts of our families, friends, well-wishers, and our zeal not to fail, we stuck through it all in sin and sick. Fellow graduates, as we live here today, whatever lies ahead, I challenge and encourage you to keep that fighting spirit. As we are gathered here today to celebrate our success, we can proudly raise up our head up high and say we overcome all challenges life threw at us in these past years as students. And in the end of a hurdle, as much as it is the beginning of a new one, and I encourage all my fellow graduates once again never to relent, and I implore you and myself to keep the same doggedness that we've shown, the sacrifices we've made, the sleepless nights we've endured, and this certainly will only be the ticket to success in the next destination. Long live Uniosun, my alma mater. Thank you.
Induction of graduates as member of the Alumni Association. I have this privilege and honor to invite the Vice Chancellor, Professor Labode Kukuola, to administer the Alumni Oath of Allegiance on the graduates. Professor Labode Kukuola, the Vice Chancellor, sir.
May I request our graduates to rise wherever they are and say this after me. I, you mention your name, a graduate of the 2018-2019 class, are now a member of the Osun State University Alumni Association. I solemnly swear this oath of allegiance that I will be a worthy ambassador of Osun State University and contribute my best to facilitate the growth and development of the institution, as well as its alumni association. That I will work in concert with my colleagues to promote the mission, vision, and good name of the university everywhere I may find myself. That I will bear true allegiance to and uphold the philosophy, aims, and objectives of the Osun State University Alumni Association. That I will respect and obey all constituted authorities and cooperate with other branch, zonal, and national executives of the alumni towards the realization of the mission, aims, and objectives of the association. So help me God.
Congratulations to you all. Address by the visitor. I have the honor to invite the visitor and Governor State of Osun, His Excellency, Mr. Adeboyega Oyitola, to address the convocation. Governor, sir.
First of all, let me stand on the existing protocol. I heartily welcome you all to the ninth convocation ceremony of Osun State University. I'm particularly honored to be present at this memorable event as a visitor to this great citadel of learning. As you are aware, this convocation is lawful in view of the fact that it's the first virtual convocation ceremony of this university and the Ministry of Public Universities in Nigeria. This new law is an invitation to the university to show leadership in a way looking up to the avatar for solutions to novelties and daunting challenges. I'm congratulating the council, management, senate, congregation, any guests, staff, students, and friends of this great citadel on the hosting of this ceremony. I also felicitate to those guardians and their referred parents and guardians on the successful completion of their programs. I thank the parents and the guardians of the guardians for the huge investments in their children's works and for donating them as assets to the world. On behalf of the government and management of this university and the good people of the state of Osun, I appreciate the University Chancellor, Dr. Mrs. Fola for our consistent efforts in delivering and repositioning the university and their kind donation of a world-class teaching hospital complex to this institution. Our immense interest in our university is unparalleled and much appreciated. I would also like to commend the university for its selfless efforts in joining the community of global universities to adopt best practices and for joining the first set of universities to adopt the new normal to its operation through the commencement of virtual teaching, virtual matriculation, and now virtual convocation. Uniosun University for forging ahead in spite of the COVID-19 pandemic challenges and the adverse impacts on the economy. The realities of COVID-19 present new challenges to today's governance to cope with a depressed economy that is hurt by huge youth unemployment among other external challenges. The economy presented by COVID-19 is an invitation to the government to look inward and put to use the entrepreneurial skill and competencies the university has been with them to be job creators and employers of labor. The graduates are products and ambassadors of innovation and entrepreneurship the university stands for in a world in need of thinkers as a solution to numerous problems, and challenge the governments to take on the challenge with courage and the solutions to the unemployment problem the nation and the world are grappling with. At this critical time when the whole world is moving from physical to virtual engagement, the university must continue to build the creativity and innovation touch for the industry and the society. I charge the university to lead the society out of the challenges posed by COVID-19 and prepare the world for eventualities that may come in the future. The resolve of the government of the state of Uniosun is to make Uniosun the preferred university of excellence in research and learning capacity building in Nigeria, Africa, and the whole world. The university must spare more effort to achieve this, and we are aware that it can only be accomplished when the staff and students are alive to their responsibilities and are committed to service to humanity. As a government, we are committed to doing all that is required to achieve this dream. We shall always support the university to ensure that it fulfills its mission and mandate. I congratulate the families of our graduates who have been found worthy in character and learning to be awarded the various degrees of this great sector of learning. I wish all the graduates a successful and promising future. Once again, I congratulate the university on this ninth convocation ceremony and tell them to continue to stay safe, maintain good hygiene, and adopt the new normal for the good health, image, and understanding and commitments of the university. Thank you, and may God continue to bless Uniosun.
Have the pleasure and singular honor to request the Chancellor to declare the convocation closed.
I now declare this convocation closed.
Anthems in reverse order. Please let's stand.
Our
you. Please let us still remain standing for the academic procession in reverse order. Please let us still remain standing. Please, security, it is very important that all doors are shut. Nobody should move out until we end the reception. The council members and the principal officers are to go to the council chamber for entertainment. Senate members are to move to the Senate chamber for their own entertainment. Others, please feel free to contact anybody putting on the green and yellow shirts. Please, council members are to move to the council chamber for their entertainment. Council members and principal officers, while the Senate members are to move to the Senate chamber for their own entertainment. We congratulate all the graduates and everyone that are currently online. Please, all the graduates that are currently in the auditorium, please, immediately after the academic procession in reverse order, please, you can sit down here for your own entertainment. Please, all the graduates, your entertainment is here. So after the procession, you can come in back and please, this is lost but found.
a citadel of learning, a world-class institution, building disciplined leaders, building quality lives, globally competitive graduates are the product of Uniosun. Oh, culture and good conduct, any dream and vision. Uniosun State University, producing world leaders of tomorrow. Uniosun State University, the living spring of knowledge.